Yeah, man, my up, man. Wagwan. Yeah, man, me there, man. Yeah, man, keep them real and honest, you know. Them can't go around the thing, you know. No, not at all. Not at all. All right, hear this. Something catch my eye. Me have a couple things to do today. Very important, right? But something catch my eye about the Coke Port. And when I say DCP Bailey comes about the Coke Port. So we have to dissect that. Right? Very important. But before me say that, me have play a little later more of the 3 interview. Now, one of them I play some voice note with a businessman from in St. Thomas where he might get some fight. He might doing business up there, do some sun and all kind of things, and yeah, and them might try to get him out, you know. And them do everything to get him out, but he might tell you he's a judge son, corruption. And other people involved and past police commissioners and one bag of things, and them I try to get him out and them thing there. I'm gonna play the voice note. I'm gonna play some videos. Cause you know me like have me thing them, right? Alright. And next thing tomorrow, interview the youth where them chop up bad because them really need some help. I interview him auntie and thing, him gone, you know. I want to do that too. Very, you know, them thing are touching, you know, really touching. I want to talk back to the lady. But you and St. Thomas again, with the pastor, we had that around 10 years ago when the girl was like 13 years old. 13. This is the problem. This don't need no car seat. Yeah? 13 years old. Only people need the car seat. The car seat are people like them. Let me show the car seat. Let me say my car seat now. Car seat. Oh. Only people I think need the car seat, people. Two of them say need the car seat there. When I can't see them, let me see them with them there. See them there? Yeah. At them alone, me know I need the car seat, you know. But yeah. At them need public thing the car seat and goods. Yeah? Alright. Remember going at this now because in the international cocaine port, in a St. Mary, them know who have the jugs. Them know who have the jugs. Yes, my brother. Just step on the live, yeah, you know. Yeah, man, just step on the live, yeah. You know? All right. Maybe I'm going to call you too, you know. I have to call you. Because you're not going to believe this when I'm going to show you. I soon call you, yeah? Yeah, man, soon call you. Yeah, yes. So this, let me just see where Bailey I say yes, so. Because of some big boys, the oligarchs, them have the drugs. See? Them not lock up the man, them have the drugs that you know. But them know who. But yeah, what them have to do now? Some technical thing them have to tie up first between US and the DPP, the corrupted DPP what we have, before they make the arrest. That means them know who. Remember, if it was a ghetto youth, you know about DPP and tie up nothing, you know. Straight them gone for you, for your name, call. You must have one law. Go and get the oligarch and the oligarch, because them are hooligan too, you know. Yeah? The oligarch / oligarch. Lock them up, make the people see them, and then when they work it out 4 months. I want to just come say this. Watch this, people. This throw me off. Watch this. Watch this, people. Very interesting case, yeah? Legal issues looms as cops eye arrest in Ian Fleming drugs bust. I really drug sport, you know. I could see where I go on here, so. Ian Fleming International Drug Sport St. Mary, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey, said there are legal issues being ironed out ahead of expected arrest. Legal issues being ironed out? Where we ever get that from? You could arrest a man who have over $3.7 billion worth of drugs. Amen. Man are men. More than one of them. And you have to iron out legal issues. That means I must some extradition thing. Because remember, you know, if this person in the US and it's destined to US or Canada, them that just well upon them, you know, have to iron out nothing. that means the person there Jamaica. This tell you the person there Jamaica. Yeah? Because if you put your foot in a Uncle somewhere in a Canada or something, them that clamp you. Them know you, them that clamp you. That means the person that there for 4 months, the DPP sit down and iron out legal issues before arrest can be made. Eh? Don't you come like I forgot call in Rattigan in this. Eh? Yeah, man. You see me I say? Ratty, me just send you the link, you need to come in another one here, because come in another one. You have to come in another one, Ratty. Yeah, man. No, just log in another one right away, man. Yes, man. Yeah, man. You come in, remember call Herb too, Because me I forgot to ask them, man, there's some little thing. Legal issue. Wanna tell me now in a Jamaica? Yeah? Which part you have people commit crime? Drugs, secure down one place. Yeah, forget to place blackmail like in a 80. Yeah? And then you have legal issue 4 months before you make an arrest. It make any sense to the people? That means it don't go prove. But the man in the wilderness say 2 laws. If you know who arrest him, if you know them, go arrest them. Then you work out one for extradite them or what have you. But it's not supposed to work out under secret. That means he might have let off somebody, him think them and, put them one side and do what him do. Then you can't grab him, that me you can't grab and seize. Me not understand this. Me not understand this at all. You understand? I don't understand this. Let me hear this. Bless.
Yeah, Will.
Yes.
What?
But me up on the live, I play some fire,
Alright. I cook some food there in Florida. Something come to my mind and I say me go make you more you think about it. Yeah? So me go tell you. So you hear me?
Me not hear you, man.
Alright. So me I look at all from way back when 10, 20, 30 years now, when them are taking all of them gun off of the road. Who in charge of them keeping them gun there? Who? Don't Jamaica.
All right, you want me do? You want me to do now? Hold on. Me want you call me back because to me I deal with the Coke Port. Me can't answer that for you. Because remember when them send the gun on Manchester Road, them have it under the army, them keep a kind of gun under the arm, and them keep it in a certain place. So you have some man that get dead before, get killed, and when you look, the gun end up in a St. Mary. Them keep it and it end up in St. Mary. No, St. Anne, where it got kill other people and shoot other people. And when them run it, 20 years after the gun dead, them fair crush the gun front of the eye. See? So me no want to go to me I deal with the Coke Port now. Me no want to come out for the Coke Port. That's what me I deal with. Just call me back when it go down, yeah? Yeah, man, cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, so see? Me not understand this. But no, man, eyes on the file there. Can you imagine now? Legal issue. They might iron out some things before they make the arrest. With Jamaica, DPP and the US, DEA or what have you, before the arrest make. That means them know why this person not get arrested and behind jails and sit down in there like anybody else. And then no work out or not work out. Me not understand that. I can't understand. You understand this apps? Look here. Me not understand this. This hunger proof has shown us that there is 2 laws in Jamaica. We can't stand this no more. We cannot. Listen, people, get serious. If we not do something about them people, we not diaspora, we're powerful, because we can't. If we not send no money, Jamaica sink, Up to PSOJ depend on our money, and we know that. Yeah? So them can't do without us. So we attack when we have vice. I'm a matter of fact, when we have vice, them just go sit on one side because that to reach them too. Yeah? You understand? And Jamaica turn over like 80. See? You can't have 2 laws in our country. One for the small man, a man just calling him. Sometimes you don't even do nothing. You might have a little mix up in a, and then, and a man calling him and them won't come for a long time. Lock you down, do all kind of things. Me not understand this. Read it. Continue. Look here. This alone me have an issue with,
Legal issue iron out. And this is our big boys. But we have some questions for you ask. That alone throw me off. Right? Okay. The police seized 1.7 billion worth of cocaine at Basketball Airport, Jogsport, during a late September, that last year, operation, which is said to have involved intelligence support from United States law enforcement agencies. We have been working with...
So you see, when United States lock by you, remember your country good on, So you have to make the arrest, But it coming like them want to make the arrest, but remember, when the feds are watching, remember, they can't do nothing. Let me tell you something. Jamaica one the place, and the feds are look down at the place. Them have everything. Them can listen the whole of that tapping there because them listen even, allies tapping. So them can listen all the tapping. And them have everything for go listen to tapping. And them can zero in even upon your license plate and look through something. Some up there. Them not even have to move. Them are watch on the move. We know that. See, and then when I fill up the place with some potential spies from China where it's not nice in a Jamaica wagwan. See? And then all kind of port, all kind of things are running our port. And then people are going to send me around this. I scrape for them, say, all of them for scrape out. And go on. All of them. Oh, if you have two laws. If I did something, them go find little drugs and little man place. Him get locked up long time. Legal issues. You iron it out before you do the arrest. And them know who can them say them how do the arrest. But just go and listen here. Watch this.
Our international partners, there are some legal issues that are being addressed between them and the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. We have also made some applications, and I will say this, people will be arrested and charged.
People, that means not one person, that people. Do the gox. And they might tell a man, say, yo, you can't go do the time for me. And I make you even not fit. But let me tell you something. Uno look who in the place. You say if Uno make a man tell you, say, yo, you forgot to do a time for him, you just take some blame for 1 hour, but you know, say you don't have the money to do this. A matter of fact, Uncle Sam know better than that. See? You can be a little fisherman, or a little businessman where you can't reach certain money and then fling it upon you. And you say, never leave. Remember, him have him wife. You never have none. You have Annie Palmer. And I 10 kids them. Yeah? Yeah. That means you have 2 Tommy and you have the rest. So you have Annie Palmer to deal with between your little walls in yourself. You don't have no more wife. Baby mother, you don't have no more life. You don't have nothing else. I remember when US was, remember it's a long thing, You understand? So, so you Annie Palmer, them have to work, All they have to do is just get some picture put on. Meanwhile, the man I live nice. So don't take no time for him. Nobody take pay. And that's why you're one and they make him live good. And the US not stupid. So any man will want half for you, even if him say half for your 100 million Jamaican. Remember that 100 million Jamaican and not even a million US. That so much, that 25 million US worth of drugs there, so. And not even a million US. And if you might have think, oh, I might have get a 30 years and come back, you might have don't come back. Go watch your age and them thing there. Don't make them trick, no. Make them go do them time. Make them go do them time. Yeah? Make big boys go do them time. A time for them start do them time. And no, none of them no do them time. Now we not stop because once enough for to go do no time. We not agree with me, people? No time for big boys to go do them time. The oligarchs them go do them time. Look how long them for start do them time and I know them not do no time. Now is the time for you oligarchs to do no time. Yeah, them are nasty politician. They mash up the country. And then when them do, blame some little get to you to them not put. That's why them not put in social intervention and infrastructure because them want shot for fires. But them want the youth them for shoot themselves. Yeah? And remember, are them each family members, them are buried what. And them say the youth them are mash up, but yes, still will lose over 200 billion with them are thief. And the youth them not thief that, them are kill themselves. It them divided and rule. Distraction. Yeah? You can't work with that no more. None at all. See? Too large at Jamaica and disprove. Because if this year something about a little youth, who run go for him long time. If you know mind sharp him get gunshot and yes, him alone and one what him do. See? When you have the big boys, them 4 months. And you couldn't sit down there. I want to run on the things. I want to say 4 months. I want to know who. Yeah? And I know nobody not get charged. All you say, people going to get charged. Charge them. Them no bigger than the law. Could the prime minister him get charged? That alone that send a strong, it make example of Jamaica. Because when you start from that, I could have the governor general. We have Kate Film, a governor general, we call him. We have Kate Film. I could have the DPP. You carry a go lock her down, make sure you go through my Santa. We no business. Nobody no bigger than the law. None. It's time for the oligarchs, them. You know, a time for them go do time. It's time for them go do time. No joke about it. Watch this.
In respect of the matter, Bailey said during Tuesday, Jamaica Conservative Force press conference. Want to hear this? You could see this, yes or no. Yeah? Watch this now. He declined to comment on what those legal issues are or whether they relate to extradition matters.
That is a must. Because here these people, all right, let me show you something when you read through them thing, all right? So, if them a work out between the DEA and Jamaica, if them people are then at the state or somewhere, you not have to work out with them because the DEA, them that go after them and hold them. Them that work out not with you as Jamaican. When them done with you, them dip you, illegal or what have you. You have to have citizenship or thing for them that dip you. Okay? So, when them done with you, them that dip you. But, you know, them not going to deal with you. But that mean the person, what am I talking about? Them they in the island. Them they in the island. That me I tell you. When you read it, you see, you can't read through these things. They are there. Big boys. And big boys, I look at some look man now, when maybe a businessman, I tell him, say, yo, let me tell you this. Even if a man I tell you, say, I get 200 million, you know, I'm no use to it, you know. It come like a sick pan in bed out for a die, you want to die, you try recoup. That, you know, that when you die, you know, have nothing. So when you go in a prison for a long time, you get a 40, 50 years. And you're 50 already, you're 40, you know, so you look at 90 if you're 40, right? You understand? Remember, you don't have no more wife again and somebody else, you know? If you're 30, you know, say you're young and you just start life and you little kids, other people will grow your kids. And the wives that you have, remember, if you get a Mandela, it's not good for you. Me say Mandela get a Mandela, 27. When him come out, when him go in a room, when he go film and everything, she all right, go the kids, them, but she say, he's a young stud, me having a Mandela. Can't come in the bedroom here, you know. Can't see this again. Nah, work. You're older now, so. You know, and it broke him heart, but it broke him heart, of course, but 27 years to sit down there. Meanwhile, Mandela, you know, and him fight for your whole place, much less. So you can't go think for take some money for some big boy and say you do it. Yeah? Like Bernard, when name Bernard, Richard Bernard, him have a son where they push some little things and a guy take some things and the judge, they give the youth some little time. Take the drop. Take the rap. Eh? You remember? Them have to charge the judge. Yeah, man. You remember? Yeah, man. See? So, I want, you know, don't make no man half hour no nothing about make him go do him time. A time for oligarchs, them go do them time and you know business. Oh, people they say if when the whole of them thing come out, terribly, you know. And you know our next thing when I fight against, you see them have a thing what them call white collar crime. White collar crime are more dangerous crime than crime itself, you know. You know when you have a pickpocket to come and grab your purse and them thing, the white collar crime not do that. White collar, them bail out your whole bank book, take away your house, take away everything. And the ultimate criminal, they make people commit suicide. A matter of fact, white collar, them sit down to forget rid of you. Them take it off and do all kind of things. And not just the money they alone them go after to them wait some white collar crime. It's dangerous. And when them are clear you out, it mash up a lot of people, directly and indirectly. Because you might have a business and you employ 100 people for work at your place, plus for them family, benefit off of this, and they mash you up. Like what them doing at SSL. But you still get slap on the wrist, that for change. 100 years and 200 years of white collar crime on you. You see me I say? Yeah, man. 200 years and a misappropriate use and a fun of criminality, a thief, the money. We don't use some word that are about misappropriate use. Foolishness that too. See? So we want to ask the question. Why is it you have to iron out thing before you arrest the person? The person, them, the people, them. After 4 months from last September. Why is it? Because of some big boys. Because let me tell you this, there was some little ghetto youth. They now go to the DPP work out nothing. Them that come for you, and when you look, them say extradition, them work out that and send you on your way. Long time. Long time. See? So them know how can them work out. Remember, them not arrest the person them yet. But them know who, because them work it out and say, I make a work out them, yeah. That means when we have them now, boom, boom. Y'all work it out before you even arrest them. That means it sound like them talk to them already. And I say, yo, them are going to see some other things on the app. So, yo, let her have this by your granny. One if you check them close associate and them friend them. And check if them transferring the land or anything prior to this. Remember, we just tell no interview for go. We no business. Hold them accountable, man, of the wilderness. Can't just be ghetto youth like this. Saying, yeah, man, you talk about, man. When ghetto youth rising, remember when you put yourself together, when you can't compare, or come near, You understand? Yeah, man, I remember say East, my born angry, Yeah, man, I East Kingston, man. You hear about people from the East, man. Remember Rockfort, remember White Kyle, Yeah, man. I want to think. When I go to answer uptown, answer all right, we're not right. Me, I want to not accountable. Some people afraid to come point out this thing, not I. Not I. We not fear no man around here. Nah, do that. Yeah, man, the Almighty alone we fear boy. You understand? And then we not do nothing for fear the Almighty. We just go and give thanks and worship. That's when you do bad, you fear smart when you do bad and all kind of little things. Now for fear, I just pay love. Same? Yeah, man, and the work of a carry on. You understand? We just say blessing. See me I say? And give thanks to the Creator, Yeah, man, that's some of that. You understand? Me not follow what I say about fear. But you got fear. No, but if the Creator love, me not fear love. Me not follow what I say neither again. See? So it don't got shown that we have 2 law boy. 2 in Jamaica. 2. 1 for the big boys. You understand? I'm join Rattigan, so. 1 for the big boys. Yeah? 1 for the big boys, and you know it go already. Rattigan.
Yes, Lion.
Go on, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, so hear this now, Ratty.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see them come out, I'm going to play it and make you hear it. Yeah. Them come out with that thing, Ratty. Them come out with that thing, yeah. I'm going to play this, make you hear it, because it's unbelievable. I'm going to play it from top. You're not going to believe it. I'm going to talk to you, You watch this.
And what's hard, because of them, a very, very interesting case, yeah? Legal issues looms as cops eye arrest in Ian Fleming drugs bust. I read the drug sport, I could see where I go on here, so. Ian Fleming International Drug Sport St. Mary, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey, said there are legal issues being ironed out ahead of expected arrest. This alone.
What that sound like to you, Ratty? What that sound like to you?
Sound like it not sound right. Put it away there, because legal issues. Them shouldn't even mention that. Them should just go ahead and conduct the investigation. Arrest who forget arrested, and leave the leave that piece of it out of it. The fact that he mentioned it, it sounds like it give the impression that
Big
there
boy.
is something there that they might have, that they might run into issues later on and people might get where. You don't mention that to the public. You go ahead and you iron out your legal issues and you arrest who you feel arrest.
So
And
them, so them say now the legal issue are with the DEA, you know, with over there, you know, over your place, and the DPP. So them want iron out that first, then them are make the arrest. But people going to be arrested. That mean them know who to get arrested, you know. If
yes,
it was a little ghetto youth, you don't hear this? No.
no. And the idea about legal issues, now that you mention it, sounds to me like they might try to figure out, okay, who going to prosecute whom? Will they be prosecuted in Jamaica or will they be prosecuted in America? And then also you have the issue of chain of custody of the evidence, the court.
Mm.
Who the legal issues might be the chain of evidence broken, and now you have to go fix that because if you can't establish that there was an unbroken chain of custody, then a defense attorney can always say, no, 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 no. Somebody put something in there, somebody tamper with the evidence, and then it gets thrown out. So
Mm.
if I were in their shoes, I wouldn't even come out and make the statement about legal issues or whatever. I wouldn't even make any statement. I just do what you need to do in the background. And when it's time to arrest people, you just arrest people. Then you come out and make the statement that, okay, these people have been arrested in connection with the seizure of drugs at the airport. But the idea, it just not, it sounds to me as if they must set up themselves that if then in the event that something go wrong, them can say, oh, see, we did tell them already say there were legal issues, and so this is the legal issues now the people them get with. I wouldn't even put, because what it does, it displays a lack of confidence. For me, no, it displays a lack of confidence in the judicial system and the investigators. And you don't want that. You want to feel confident that, listen, these people are doing what they're supposed to be doing. These people are professionals, and whatever issues there are, they will deal with it in the background, and they will only give us the good news, which is that, okay, we have arrested people, and people are going to be brought in front of justice, and they will be sentenced, and that's that. But I don't get a good feeling about this thing.
So when the matter, because if I play it down more, you hear it. So what them do, them just iron out the legal issue. So wait, all right. So if the persons are the people then, because them say people will be arrested, but them not arrest them yet. But may I tell you something now? It sound like to me when we come with done play it out, it sound like if the person them they did not in the state, then them no need to talk to you because them not hold them in the state.
Mm.
That mean them there Jamaica. So before you arrest them now, you tell them to hide up some things. That are a little boy, little youth, them, you know. Them are the big boys, the oligarchs. It will show you say two laws in a Jamaica. Because of 4 months now, you make sure I iron this out. And you know, you say before you arrest them, you know. That mean if the DPP involved and then you talk to the DEA because of up your way the drugs are come. So you say, okay, make we work out them first before that. You make us deal with, but them are gonna get arrested. That mean them know who, you know. Them have who and everything. So them not touch it. Remember, if I get to you, them run go for a long time. For your name call, them dig down
Right.
your door and come for you.
Yeah, and the whole idea behind it's like a telegraph, you move. So now if people have to run now, them just run now, you know. The moment you say that we're working out legal issues before the arrest, I mean the perpetrators, they know who they are. And
Of
not only
course.
that, you have to think, says Jamaica this, you know. So that already leak out already. That
Of
already leak
course.
out. Them money probably gone, and whatever them for lose, them lose, whatever for hide up. And I mean it's ridiculous. It's a joke. Them shouldn't say a word.
But you see, in a Jamaica, when you have the big oligarchs, them remember for them face knowing and everything. Can you have people from the in a PSOJ, them in a lot of things. Them can't hide. And I like a little man, a little small businessman, you know, and them can go try, go mass, them can hide and to what them do and everything. It don't make sense, them run. So we can't tell you that point blank. But what them I don't know is maybe try cut some deal with some smaller businessman and say you couldn't go take the drop for me and make you 100 million Jamaican. Me just want someone and say, hey, don't do that. Richard Bernard's son did a carry some contraband. Have some things in some can and something with a youth to take the drop. And the judge give him a slap on the wrist, the youth, and not Bernard's son. And when them do them charge the judge. That judge will get charged in a Jamaica. You understand? Because she, the corruption like money run. See? So this now, we have to make sure keep an eye on this. Because we now make it go so innovative.
You know what?
Yes, man.
You know what? I think part of it too is that we we actually caused this because we have kept an eye on it and we keep on oppressing them. Say, what happened to the, like you always say, what happened to the incident at the Coke port,
Yes.
What happened? How come nobody not get arrested? And because of the vast audience you have and people talk about things and the pressure that you've brought to bear on them, they felt like, okay, them have to do something. I know them do it and them do it wrong.
Them do it wrong. Because we expect if they make the arrest, lock
Right.
them up, hold them first. Yeah, if you think about say extradite, yes. Because for yourself DEA, if DEA no want you, then the director of public prosecution will just lock you up and you run through a court. But if
Right.
you work it out, you work out everything, you give the man time to say, oh, a big boys them, yo, we might can't figure seize this and seize maybe a hotel or seize some business here where you do. Try let them off, Because most of them are friends, From in a police go right back because Jamaica is a small place. So you look for you have to lock up a man, but you say, you have no, we'll give the months them, Remember, you can't get to him because remember, Uncle Sam, sanction Jamaica, we done. So we have to send you. So here we are, I don't know. We'll give the time for let have some business. So we have to make come Sam, say, yo, check back if them transfer any property and money and move up some things before you come for them. Because them good pan that too.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely. Absolutely. Them give them too much time for really. Because
Yes.
this happened now, what, 4 months ago?
4 months.
Yeah, and now you come out and instead you come out and say, okay, we have made the arrest or whatever. You say, well, there are legal issues ahead of the arrest. So how long them legal issues are going to take for work out? And you never know you have them legal issues there before. And why you're coming to the public space, come talk about legal issues and no arrest. That make no sense. When you come to the public space, we want to hear about arrests. We don't want to hear about issues where you have back there. That you work that out. You just tell us the results of the investigation, meaning that you've completed your investigation, people have been arrested, and they will be brought before the bar of justice to face the charges. And if convicted, then they'll go spend some time in prison. Or, hey, we're working it out because we might have to extradite these people and they can do that. They can do that. But if that is the case, you said you're working on the station. I just don't say anything. Just don't say anything then. Just don't say anything.
No, because we have pressure them, we have to hear something because that make them look spooky,
I think that's what happened. You pressure them and them turn fool and them just them turn giddy and them just say anything will come, and without even thinking about it. Because again, I go back to my training, we would never come out and say something like this. That, never is probably too strong a word, but I've never done it and I've never seen it done. Where you come out and say, yeah, we're planning to effect some arrest, but we're working on some legal issues. No, we sit down with the U.S. Attorney's Office and we say, okay, what are the legal issues? And we work it out. The public now have to know where we're going. And the people who we are going to arrest, them now have to know where I come either. And by the way, when we are come, they don't even know. Because we know them better than them know themselves. Because people are creatures of habit. And so, and we study that. So I can't begin to tell you how many times, right? People when we are surveilled, me know when them are going to wake up. Me know when them are going to brush them teeth. Me know when them come out of them house, which way them are going to drive go. Me know where them are going. I mean, because it's just creatures of habit. People keep on doing these things. And so you get to have a pattern down so that you can even just close your eyes and just figure out, okay, we know where them people are going to do. So this, what I'm going to do right now is just to kind of like, is to kind of pacify you, man in the wilderness, and others who apply the pressure and say, hey, what go on with this thing? Because it's months now, you find this thing and you can't tell me, say, you don't see who bring it and who drop it off. And the thing about just miraculous is just appear there. So somebody bring it there, right? So you can't tell me. So you have pressure them. And this is what when this is what when you pressure people who, this is what when you pressure people who either disingenuous about the whole thing are incompetent.
Yes.
You know?
All right, so I'm going to show you a link now. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show them how man that the wilderness can just investigate and point out something too. All right, watch this now. Them have a young man I got through Chin. I wear him name. I got through airport. Them find him with some coke. And right away, them start put out say it's a politician, brother. But remember, the politician is not in the ruling party. So them put, but you know, so my ears up on the ground, so I know, so a Michael Phillips, brother. Right? And them can't, they say, remember me ears up on the ground, me know where him there and everything, and me the right there, so where him there, me there. Up on the station, me zero in long time, and me know what going up there. You see me, I say? So them come out and say, Michael Phillips, brother. So right away, Michael Phillips come and say, listen to me, my mother's son, bigger son. Me there so, he might live female life, that and that and that. So them that make a tie for rush and push it, but them never could push the coke port. So them come and identify who for brother. Them as a politician, which me identify who for brother quick. Cause I know me is step on the ground. Right? But them who the coke port, them not identify them, but me hear it link to the ruling party. That's why them not identify them. Eh? You see me I talk about, you see it. So if for something else, you will hear something, you know. But when you have some link, like how the oligarchs now in a SSL, you know it, all them link and everything. For me never come and figure out all of these things. Them they just get some people and finger under the bus and them have radio station where more piece of work for them. We not do that to hold them accountable. Them can't believe, you know. You know, a man tell me today, say, boy, lonesome, a man from England. If me not lie, if the Prime Minister them could even pay you to come off of your station, them that pay you from time, man. You go and bad, you know. You pressure them. If they can't pay for stop, them not just pay you. Because right now the whole world wake up, you know. And I say, no, but me can't, me not, you know, you can't buy me out. Just that, if you know, you're a patriotic thing we are dealing with. So, you know, you might for them way with them like, but can them buy vote? So you can't make nothing past them. So the man just say that, you know. So me I say, but you know, say them can't face me with that because we know, say them have trouble with them pay and all kind of things. We know that too. Same? If we do them thing and spread them thing and them have radio station where them have lock, you know, we make money. If that them can, you know, keep them up there and do what them want to do. It can't work with we around here. We are saying Ian Fleming International Coke Port. We want to hear about who? Want to arrest them. No. Then people not fear who. Them, well, I'm soon deep in that too, man. But you want to hear who? You say people will be arrested. But people should be arrested already. You have them in custody. No, them too big to get arrested. You see it? That only thing that shows you two Jamaica. Two laws in a Jamaica. One for the big boys and one for the poor. Because you see, if your name call upon something, them reach a yard long time barricade and all kind of little things, you know. The other day, me see a truck, you know, Radigan. The truck in a Portland. Market truck. Yeah? And it a come a town, them stop it, when a long road, and them find some ganja. Right? And you lock up all the kids, them everybody a carry gun. It will be all these people. And then put it on the paper. Eh? You say mine and this and that, you carry them and you run down ganja, but when coke come into the place, remember them do, you know, medical marijuana, enough people have them thing. And the big boys them control it too, you know, by the way, you know. Can you imagine you have a farmer police commissioner, and you government give him license for him a farm ganja by the acres, and you did a lock up people for it. If you don't lock up people, you don't have no morals. Owen Ellington, you don't have none. You need him and Dalvin Walker, them first, do the first shipment out of Jamaica, medicine marijuana. But they still at them used to, you understand what I say? Them boss up Peter Touch, them boss him up, boss up him head and all kind of thing used to beat him for just a spliff. You ever youth done a mob here, something that I put them lock him up for a spliff, him end up, Mark, when name, something another did. Him end up dead. End up dead in a cell and make people beat him and attack foolishness. You know much people have police record because of one little ganja spliff. Eh? And then when you know, as you just say, okay, we legalize up the thing. When you look at them first, and the government allow them to get the license to do that. And not that. Instead of you make the people them even do that and you take it now and you market it for the people. What you do? You still have it that if the people them go look weed, you lock them up same way. If it out more than a 3 or 2. And then you put up the price up. The farmer them can't farm because them don't have the money. It's sin. And now you carry beer coke because not the pan ganja, you know. Beer coke in our place is not the small man. And the oligarchs. You see me answer right again?
Yeah, man, I know quite a few people in Jamaica who eligible for a green card and them family members file for them. And the only problem is that them get locked up with a spliff. And now them have to get a waiver. And some of them don't even have the money to even pay their attorney for do the waiver. So them just they don't, and them papers approve, everything approved. It's just the police record that shows say me know about a case where the police record shows say it's a split, but them can't put the amount. And the US embassy said no, we want to see the amount. Because what them do, them never catalog the evidence. So there's nothing there. Them don't say it's a split, and the US government said no, we want to see the amount, because depending on the amount, you'll be eligible or not eligible to file a waiver. And so the guy can't file no waiver because them don't have the, again, you know, like you said, there are 2 standards of justice in Jamaica. And it's sad because we openly proclaim that, you know, one society, inclusive and justice for all. But what kind of justice for all? Some of we are getting justice. Never put the in before the justice.
Yes.
Some of we are getting justice. And this is a glaring case now where you say, well, you know, them come out for certain things and them lock up certain people right away and them announce it. Look on the market truck where you say where them lock up everybody for ganja and then it make the news. And then this thing are going. The biggest drug find in Jamaica's history.
In a airport.
Yeah, and them can't. This should have wrap up long time, because listen, if them say them have cameras around the airport, you know,
yes,
and them would have say, who bring this thing here? Who bring it here?
And then why you not lock up? Because and then it's staying at the airport that them go bust it. So why you not lock up no immigration and no custom? Because the man couldn't just come in on a plane and you not check nothing at all and just leave the duffel bag them with so much cocaine in it. If you got to take an explain of coming to North America, brother.
Well, ask yourself the question about the plane crash off of the coast of Clarendon, right? It registered to Mexico registration, yeah.
Yes.
And it violated Jamaican airspace. Nobody knows see it. We have civilian, we have military, and we have a man in a south coming up Florida. We have access to the satellite, and we have covered the Caribbean. Nobody see this plane. The plane land and crash landed, and everything gone, including the black box. Everything gone, right? Cargo, passengers, pilot, black box. And we know so they're not disappearing nothing here, because my sources are telling me, say people did dip on the shoreline and wait for this plane. It was known that this was the last flight for this plane. This plane that will crash land, and then that will be the end of it. And them take off cargo. I hear from sources say them take off certain kind of cargo. Take off cargo, and there were people here waiting for spirit these men away, take them away. The people them just on the plane.
The links is there. And
yeah, and the last thing you hear is the Minister of National Security come out and say that the people who were on the aircraft, them left the island. How him know that?
So them left the island.
How them left the island? I know him know that.
Media not see them, and then him do him go airport, him do him go doctor go check out, because you do them landing the like that, you know, go doctor, no hospital, they just left the island like that. And then why you not easy left the island and leave your plane?
And one of the most critical things that will tell you that this thing was involved in nefarious action, in action where just highly suspicious, is the fact that the black box, every plane have a black box in a brethren, because when it crash, you know, it can tell you, it can actually give you the cause of the accident.
Yes.
Yeah, and it can tell you where to fly from, the altitude, everything it can tell you. And when you see that missing, you know that's one of the hallmarks of a drug plane. Them take out the black box, because them fly and them don't have a flight plan. Them fly by basically sight, right? And them have them little map and things like that. But them can't, because you know when you fly, you're supposed to put a flight plan in, you know, with the controllers.
Yes.
right? So that everybody can monitor you and see where you go and keep you
And then get
away.
the altitude where you fly and everything.
Yeah, yeah, so that you don't have accident. Yes, so you don't have accident.
I rode
Yeah.
up there, and remember, you can fly 400, 500, 600 miles per hour. And you don't know, and you know, them have to give you know.
Yeah. So that's why you have to lodge a flight plan with them so that people can guide you and things like that.
Yes.
So when you not see that, you know, say right now, boy, this plane a carry contraband, and them don't want nobody monitor them. That's what it is. And yet still, we know you're nothing about it. And then what we hear from the the police commissioner, as well as the CM the same police official who attacked about this thing Fitz Bailey. What we hear from him is that the plane wasn't, both of them basically said that the plane crash landed. When you look at statements made by both of them, they sum up the story as, well, it wasn't involved in anything suspicious and it just crash landed and this and that. And so who walk up by that the story there?
Them truly, it wasn't anything suspicious. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, them say it wasn't suspicious. There's nothing suspicious about it, you know, and that they don't believe it was involved in any illegal activity. And they say, okay, where's the black box? Because you see the black box in a brethren.
Yes.
And some way just attach on and it does, you know, it not the tail of the plane, you know, something in at the front, you know, right? And for that missing, somebody have to deliberately go around there and take that off, you know. It no drop off. It can't drop off, right? And then something you easily remove. So what that I tell you is that somebody deliberately did that because they never want anybody tracking them. And therefore, the fact that you do that means that it was involved in suspicious activity. I know you're nothing about it. Nothing about it. And no, what I believe, this is just my opinion. What I believe is that plane never crash land because they run out of fuel or nothing like that. I believe that plane did carry contraband and that there were plans afoot that this plane was gonna crash land right there, and that the contraband would be contraband people and all of that stuff would be taken up or taken away by their contacts in Jamaica. And then them, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the cocaine what we are seeing in the country come from off of that plane. I would not be surprised.
And them are sending for more, you know, because I remember them did go down Colombia said them are look tourists, and are the tourists is what them sending in our country. Yeah, this are turning up. Are these are the tourists. And then Chang, remember finish play out this and make it hear what Chang him say no. Remember just finish play out this. Hear this.
Me have a issue with legal issue iron out. And this is our big boys. But we have some questions to ask. That alone throw me off. Right? Okay. The police seized 1.7 billion worth of cocaine at Baskerville Airport, Jogsport, during a late September, that last year, operation, which is said to have involved intelligence support from United States law enforcement agencies. We have been working with our international partners. There are some legal issues that are being addressed between them and the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. We have also made some applications, and I will say this, people will be arrested and charged in respect of the matter, Bailey said during Tuesday, Jamaica Conservative Force press conference.
You hear that? Hear this now?
Hear this? You could see this yes now. Yeah? What's this now? He declined to comment on what those legal issues are or whether they relate to extradition matters. Must that. Can go see hard because if them did there in the state, you know have them thing them that grab them already. Okay? The Senior Cop update comes days after National Security Minister Dr. Crabbe. We confirm in the paper interview that the island is a transshipment hub for narcotics trafficking. You
hear that? The island is a transshipment hub for narcotic trafficking.
Well, we could put this in a perspective. First of all, now that Mr. This thing, it's extradition them I talk about. When them say them work out legal issues, it's extradition. Because DEA want prosecute them people in America, right? So it's extradition. We know that. The other thing is that him reconfirm that the country is a hub for transshipment of drugs, right?
Yes.
No, we could go back a few months ago. The Prime Minister and the police commissioner went to the United States. You know, them announced them going on one where them are going, blah, blah, blah. And in the conference hall where them have him, I talked to all of the worker bees, them never have him with the big boys, them, you know, like the DEA director and FBI director. Yeah, just have them with the worker bees. He mentioned that the guns, what them I say, right? The guns were there to protect turf and to protect drugs, because him said this, you know. Him said this because Jamaica a transshipment drug hub, right? No, ask yourself the question. Same government come out and say Jamaica have about 140 something illegal points of entry. Right? Same country. Same country where plane have violate the airspace. Right? No, you, and then him said to them, say, the Prime Minister said to the people in the audience that the cycle is that the drugs go into America and the guns come out of America. So the question, if I were sitting at the audience, I would ask him is, what steps have you taken to prevent Jamaica from being a drugs transshipment point, beyond just saying that it is? You're saying it is, you have admitted to it. What steps have you taken to close those illegal points of entry? What have you done? That me would ask him.
So Ratigan, maybe just finish something where you just say, look a while, right? Let me enhance something. Him say 140 had illegal port of entry.
Yes.
But let me tell you what I want to know. Ian Fleming's international drugs port, that is an illegal port of entry, sir?
No.
Bertie Levin down at Wharf.
No.
We them find $12 billion worth of drugs in around 30 at container in the same kind of duffel bag. Is a legal port of entry?
No.
The gun them with them fine the 59 and the 20 yard. When it come in a legal port of entry,
no.
It tell you that the government corrupted them and in a something that everything are come through the wharf, them and the legal port, gun port and drugs port. Because me think most of them that come through the legal port of entry. No, it's come straight.
Well, I know. Think about this. Think about this. If these things, the contraband, are come through the legal points of entry, can you imagine we are come through the illegal points of entry?
No, me imagine I'll tell you something. Them don't have to come through the illegal point of entry.
I understand that.
Them just use the one straight at the big boys.
Yeah, but you know what I'm going to do now? You know what I'm going to do now?
Come to the illegal point of entry.
No, but you know what I'm going to do? No, they felt that them have everything locked, so them could just bring everything legal through the legal points of entry, because them control it. But you know what I'm going to do now? Them are used, because now them know Americans now, them are watch the legal points of entry. So now the 140 something, you cannot imagine where I go on this right now. And I will maintain that for every one gun them sees is dozens of guns that come through. Remember now, you know, based on their conservative estimate, and we can't believe them when them giving out stats unless it's independently verified. Right. We can't really do. No, based on their conservative estimates, not stats, estimates, there are 200 illegal weapons, or 200 weapons smuggled into Jamaica illegally every month.
So hold on. So if every month, so 59 how much? 20 at how much? That around 80 yard. 25. And 59 that are 84. Right. So and that another month that are just between 1 week and thing. The month not done yet. Right. So you get 84 already. Plus maybe someone would tell you, say if you are how much come out. So it couldn't be 200. Me one time they might tell about 80, I say stop on the foolishness. Go check the wharf. Remember me tell them, you know. And then when them do them come back and I say, we know on the down there, then why want to never lock them up. Remember everything I go on a wharf when we, you know. Remember me had the wind blow, you know. Them can't go around me, you know. Me they everywhere, you know. Me tell them. Yeah? No, them I use this. Let me tell you something. When you have a country around and you can see Man just put cocky, him not hide it. All right, you see like how them that come over Mexico and them fix up some chuck and cut out some place and well something and thing. When you see man do it in a Jamaica, in a wharf, legal wharf, and the man them just put them in the containers. Yeah, 30 container with beer coke. Just put on so night, just a come and remember them container there, you know. It have got the big boy them yard, you know. So when you send one big boy have 10 of them, and you send one custom, then just say 2,000, 200,000, you go sit down there so. Them not do nothing. Them turn a blind eye. See, then they cut off and move. When them go there, them get 100,000, 200,000, them now get certain money for them pay. Them good, them just write up for them see. Oh, me see that and gone home. So them bare face, that for sure say you have enough people within government doing jobs. Them a do a lot of things and big boys. And them trust them. So them say, oh, we are on this now, man. So we can do this.
Right.
Remember when I year ago, that's why them go film, you know. In a place in Panama, you know. Cause him the two bare face.
Exactly.
You understand? So them have to go for 9 years ago. Take him out and palace. Down in a Panama. Eh? Remember them have to go for him. Oh, them say them going in a Europe now, because them done with him. The guy in Europe going to serve time. And then remember the guy in the 2004, the one Honduras had the president. From 2004, I work with America. But he still pay money laundering and pay corruption and drugs and everything. As him lose January last year by March, April, them come for him. Him wife their prison too. You understand? First spend some money and do all kind of things. This is how them say them two bare face. Them use the international court port go for money. Them and them tell the police to turn blind eye. Eh? Or if you have immigration and everything there so, and things come in the place, and you don't know who come in and it's supposed to have cameras. Eh? It's bad. It's bad. You see what I say? So at them same one, at them for them one. You understand?
No look good at all.
And them control the bank, and them and bank man a friend, you know. Just look on commercial bank, just look. Them call them run for control the whole of Portland. Them control this. Them a build hotel. Remember, you know, you're part of government and you build how much thing. That alone illegal by itself. You never have nothing but right now you're overrich. These things, people them need to get seized and the things them for take them back and give back to Jamaican people. It's like when back in the days when you have them colonial country used to raid Africa and take away artifacts. Now them just get them back little. Because the same thing them politicians do. Raid the purse, them take everything with them want. When you look at Port, when you look them, the airport itself will lose money. But them say yes, we want it. Then them did want the one with them Vernon's Field. Them did want that too. Like where I eat that. So them can you see when the plane drop, where it land, it just land at Vernon's Field. Cause that don't give me a bit, you know. The one don't give me a bit when me see like soldier did blow all night. Because I think America used to run that back in the days. Me know it, you know.
Yeah. Them used to run. Vernon Field was a American base at some point.
Good. So me know it. So them did blow some all night, but quite big, you know. And thing, you know. So me know give me a bit good, you know. Cause me used to DJ on the sound down there, you know. Go down there for, you know, poison them sound, you know. Stereo vibes. So remember some of them adapt me I tell you them, I identify myself so boom bam them things say. Me know the place good. So I go down, me know people down there. Remember me know people everywhere, you know. Me tell them already them can't go around me, you know. Top and bottom Clarendon. Me know it more than how people live in a Clarendon. I'm gonna go to all 14 parishes, how them go around me. They can't go around me. Me don't tell them some other win one. Eh? You understand? So it's bad. So if you can see jokes that turn up at airport in a them kind of way, in a duffel bag, you know, hide, you know, and then leave in the building, that them can come get it. What that said to you? Eh? At them around things. You understand? Them around things. Or some kingpin them. You understand? Some kingpin them, man, it's serious, man. You understand? It's serious. See? So we have to hold them accountable that they just get knocked off. The same get a car and soon come in back. See? We have to hold them accountable, people. But this, what we see, extradition thing them a work on. And if you work on that, what me I say, why you don't lock up the people that make we hear you lock them up? Don't just say people are gonna get arrested. You give them 4 months already and maybe give them 2 more months. Oh, that takes so long to look about the paper. For no lock up on the people. I want a friend. So now try by them time and say, yo, take out the host out of your name. Make sure you do this, because you can't get away, you know. Remember, you don't anyway, them are going to know, you know. So you have to do what you have to go lock up. You have to go use Anipalm and them thing there. So, you know, I give some more months with the wife and them thing there and your lady and them thing there. Saying, so here we do know, just hide some of the things them. Because we have to go seize them, you know. You understand? We have to. So here we have to do this and do that. Or make we try get some people. Make we get some people for deal with their thing. Yeah, yeah, man, Ratigan the Great Ratigan back, you know. Yeah, man. Along with the renegade, we're not afraid of them.
Yes.
Yeah. See? Yeah, man. You see me, Sarati? It's like them give them time for either of some things. I know, say, yo, you gotta do this stuff for your time. So what we can do? I want them we can drop somebody in your space. And somebody just pay them my money. But me just appeal to some man. We might have to say, yeah, remember go take the drop in for this. Where them can investigate. If you do that, remember somebody else will grow your kid. Because you now come out, you have spend a long time. You now have the more wife and you leave them with for them wife and for them life. So if you go there, you go get a 50 years and you have 50 already, that is 100. A bone might have come back to Jamaica, yeah? You understand? You know how long you live. So don't take the chance to make them keep them money now. I'm not used to you when you lock up. Yeah? When a man have to wake you up, you can't sleep in your bed as you want. Because behind them places, you don't get to sleep in your bed 10 and 12 o'clock as you want. When they lock you down in that prison. Them not wake you up when they want to wake you up. And when you figure lock down. It don't make no sense. So make the big boys them go do them time. It's time for some of them oligarchs in Jamaica to do them time. You can't have 2 laws. What you say about it, Ratty?
No, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. You know, them have to think carefully because now you talk about extradition and you talk about real time now, and you talk about time in our foreign country where you don't have no lives like you have in a Jamaica. You know, where certain things, even if you're behind bars, because of your influence and your power and out the street and the connections, you can get things done. Yeah, so when them send you over here, I eat that. You know, that you gone behind bars and you gone for a while and you know no connection. So it's gonna be interesting to see exactly what them come out with. And when me I watch is to see how long them are gonna work out these legal issues, how long it will take for them work, you know. And in the meantime, what them are gonna do, because what them can do, you know, we know. Because it's supposed to be fairly simple. This is just, it's not like them not have no evidence and they must start from scratch and must try to develop sources and try to figure out what I want. There are cameras there and there are people there at the time. Them know what I want. What them need for do now is arrest them people there and hold them in custody pending extradition. Don't give them no bail. That's what them supposed to do. And then make the US finish up them paperwork and then bring the people before court and say, okay, we don't want to oppose extradition. Because if we don't want to oppose it, then fine, we just go ahead and we have a hearing. And after the hearing, I will see the evidence that no, you involved on them and all of that. Then we sign up on the thing and then you go. That's what them need to do. But we are going to see if them are going to arrest anybody right now, or the moment them just go and run free. Because like you said, if it was people from a certain socio-economic class, we believe that them would have been arrested a long time. Long time. And so that's why, it's when people say there are 2 types of justice in Jamaica, them really not lie. It's the law is there, but it's how you implement it. It's the implementation is the difference, because the law is for everybody, But when them do them take them say, okay, well, we're not going to apply them things to this person. Then somebody else come now from a different class and say, yeah, well, we are going to apply it on this manner. And that's it. And so, like you say, you appeal to the people and say, don't take the bait and go talk about you have to take the fall for somebody, because when you take that, depending on where you go over there, go do I that. Yeah, I that, because just by the sheer volume of the cocaine there, you look on some serious time. Some serious time. So we have to know what them says that you have to save yourself. You know,
That's it.
and if them smart, if me a representative, me take him in and say, make we do a proper session. A proper session is where you go into the prosecutor and say, listen, I'm gonna tell you what me know. Because the first one in get the break, you know. The first one in, him get the break. Anybody who come after, them not get nothing, right? And them get very little. So the first one who go in and say, listen, let me tell you what, me involved, and this is the man involved, and this is how we do it, and this is when we do it, and this is where it was going, and this is who it was going to, and here's the money. And I'm saying, that man, they get the break. Or the woman, they get the break.
I see that doing time, but you get a break.
You get a break.
But
You get a
remember the same time long. And next again, you hear them talk about iron out issue. Look how I use this and mash up them head now. I show them how man in the wilderness work. So how is it that 2010 Tivoli incursion with papers, then that never work out and iron out already? That mean no more slip up now make. I want to talk about in a work of papers. We have to use some papers and extradite. Do this. What to do? Reverse it. So if we extradite him, and papers and things have to work out, and make sure it's better, that means anything else, we don't have no itch. So why is it 2023? You have to talk about when I work out papers, and work out some whatever, I work out when I work out. For what? We have to really encourage them because some little things are here, so this and that already. So when they work it out, I remember we have extradition treaty with US. So we don't need to work out. If it was some little youth, we don't have them already and ask them if them wave them ref and carry them gone a long time. We say them catch some little youth to them say a scammer, them carry them gone a long time.
Yeah, man.
What is this?
There shouldn't be any
boys, this is true.
No. Like you said, you're right to say it. Them have a trial run already, right? Them have several trial runs because I believe them extradite people even after Dudu.
Of course, them
right?
extradite Nemad and them answer Kingpin. So what to them big boys here?
Yeah, and there were no issues, right? So because like you said, them have several trial runs, so you're not supposed to be any illegal issue. So if it's extradition, and we believe it's extradition is the issue them talk about, there shouldn't be any issue. It's straightforward because we already got on the road already, and we know the terrain. So now what them do is that them say, okay, this man involved. And here are the charges pending in the US, and he's a Jamaican citizen, and therefore, him have a right for fight extradition. Can't take that from him. But anyway, we are going to do the paperwork, and then make him fight as much as he want because I'm going to lose, and then we just ship him out. So there should be no legal issues. There should be legal procedures, not legal issues. And the procedure is that, okay, we file the extradition paper, and then you arrest him, and then him oppose extradition, him lose extradition, and then we take him. That's it.
Simple. But if you take him in already in a custody, take them as a people.
Yeah.
You never say a person.
Yeah.
You never say a person, say people will get arrested. So we now wait, pan. What to no waiting on?
My force them know if we arrest all the wrong people.
No, them have them because them say 4 months. So them know who. So if the longer you get, it give like, all right. So me and you carrying them, and we run the court port, we and them, and we have, remember, we know the government and boom, bam, bam, and we are oligarchs, and we say, all right, here we are, I don't know, we're going to get out of this. Then give me a second, we can put him in there. Yo, brother, we give 100 million. Let me tell you this, brother. If them even give $1 billion, they let have no use when a man give 50 or 80 years. And look for your age. You not spend 1 cent of that. You not have no wife. You have Annie Palmer in the cell with your Annie Palmer.
No, man, you become a next man. You become a next man wife, man. That's
all right. You know the wife you become.
Yeah. You know my wife next. You know what? When I'm sending away for them long period, you become somebody woman in a prison, So yeah.
So you see that though. You have and you don't have no more kids with you. You just have to sit down and dream, and see your grandkids them grow up and not like that. You understand? See?
And what gonna make it worse? Gonna make it worse? Because the Bureau of Prisons, them are prison all over America. If them send them to one fireplace, like Washington State, where people from Jamaica want to go visit him, is a it's a long plane ride. Or them send him go to Hawaii.
All them places outside. Yeah. They can't send it anywhere.
Them can't send it anywhere. Anywhere them based upon what the prison pre-sentencing report show and based upon them availability and all that stuff. Them send you anywhere. And then also when them send you anywhere, them can't move you once them send you. So them send you a place, it don't mean that they say you're gonna spend all your time. Them can just say, all right, you know what, him do 2 years or so, move him go by or so. And then them go that, and then when them do them go that move in a place which part you have face some real criminals now. Some real violent criminals. Cause them have some prison when notorious for that, you know. And you know why I go out them place there, my brother. You know why I go out them place there. Because it's like it's just evil. When you want to see the dark side of mankind, you know, them have some prisons like that, you know. Yeah. It's like the only thing is that the man them they are street, you know, but them are run the place same way. And them have, and when some of them man they believe me, some of the things when them do is like it's not human, the things when them do to each other. So you have to think about that and say, where am I gonna send me go?
Yeah. Remember them leave him nice bed now and say me nice and thing and say boy the bigger man ya. Remember go take it for the bigger man ya. Let me tell you this. When you reach this, you know, let me tell you this. Remember you are Annie Palmer. And when a man say I want that, I don't know where you go say because you have a nice wife there and you have your kids them and grandkids them and everybody this and the judge look for you and say, to this way you don't go. I'm matter of fact, let me tell them something again. Feed that run through the coke port. Number one, another first coke I run through the coke port. It couldn't be the first testing. Because they test small amount. And it would be the first time who are export it from the coke port who bring it in another first time them in this. That means them are let off baggage, them are let off some business and all kind of things. Because they know say time I did it for them. We can't tell them this. If you're not used to certain thing, you now go there and leave your court there. That means it well organized. And me too, me have to look on some of the customer immigration where they because them did it too. Them organize well, them have to turn a blind eye some of them and them get money too. You understand? And they make sure it's like a brotherly club where you can't talk neither. Cause the oligarchs them, you know. And them politicians and oligarchs. And them do it. But them use it because who forced that for open this? When you run at a last, you call it an international, you know what it do? It a fly out international people from, and people it fly, you know, at the coke at the international airport, that, you know, coke port, you know.
And
so
here's another.
International coke airport, but an international coke port.
And here's another thing. It a run at a loss. So who are maintaining it? Taxpayers are maintaining it, you know? And the man make money off of taxpayers.
Yeah.
They might make money about taxpayers. Taxpayers are paying for the upkeep of that, and the man assess it and say this thing is running at a loss. But we are going to keep it running. And you ask the question, why? Why? It a run at a loss. Why?
Ask this Ratty. So we have 2 international airports, bigger than that, and you say no, you can't run it. Government can't. So we divest them. We divest it, and we divest both of them. And then we take money and put too much billion in another one and we have not allowed so much million. Hundreds of million every year. We can't keep, but you know why? Because when a man can make 3.7 billion out of it, can you imagine how much more money make out of it? And I don't know, they might run coke from this, you know.
No.
You have hoteliers around that from Wapia Kill fill up. And other big man around beer jugs from out of that before them do it like this. Yeah? So them are going like, we don't know. We know. It's a coke port. So when we are talking now, so them just say, so them get daring. Them, you know, say a politician leave and go coke and kick us and fly, come in with money. And come through the standard drive, go, yes.
You know,
think we don't know you.
Let me just follow up on one of the points you make, is that we need them I'm sure they look at the manifest and the passenger usage at that airport for arrive at the conclusion that this thing is not making any money. No. In Jamaica, and we've seen it time and time again, when an industry now make money, what the government do? You just said the word, them divest. Them do it with a whole bunch of industries. Things now make the money. Them say, why we are throw good money after bad? Right? Because you now increase the passenger volume at that airport. It's not being increased. So what we need to do, we need to divest it, either sell it off to some other foreigner, some other people would make them run it, or we close it, right? But we can't keep on spend taxpayers' money at chew off of this thing, and that's exactly what them do. And so they have to ask themselves the question, why?
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 Yeah, we know. And it's permanent benefit. We benefit.
Yeah. And you see, and like I've always maintained that when you look at an issue in Jamaica, Anyway, but particularly Jamaica, because them brazen in Jamaica, you know. When you look at an issue in Jamaica, you just have to ask yourself who, what, why, where, how. Just ask the people in charge, them five areas there. And you will quickly find out that there is criminal activity afoot. There are criminals involved, and that it's benefiting them. But you see, what them are benefit off of the taxpayers, because remember, government don't have the money by itself, you know. It's taxpayers' money, and donor money will come in. Government don't have money for itself. It's money with them collect or them receive. Right? And so here is another case again where the poor taxpayers are pay for the upkeep or something that's not benefiting them. Because let me tell you this. I don't know. I mean, know quite a few people in Jamaica. I don't know one person who ever fly through that airport there. Not one. People who live at St. Mary and all of them places, them fly, depending if them live on the coast are closer to Kingston, them fly to Mobile or them fly to Kingston. And then them take private vehicle and go there. I don't know nobody where fly go there and then come off and then catch a flight from one of them airports and so them a fly go to and Fleming. And them don't do that. And then also ask yourself this question. Them say international airport. How many flights you know leaving Canada and America, UK are flights to straight that?
You know what them do? You know them do? Them have access that less than 90 passenger, less than that, must 30 something from Turks and Caicos. And what them do, you know, to make it not look bad, make them come there with some people who are sell things from Turk and Caicos. And when you look them do photo app. They have the video, me think me show it.
Right.
And you hear this now, we're going to fly once per month. Turk and Caicos, you don't have even so much people. To Jamaica, international one, that a region. That a regional, we call that.
Right.
International, I go more and think. I have regional, I remember when I can't come, you know. So original, like we are one thing. So original, international. So when them come with a just bag of donkey poop, same way.
Well, that's why I ask you if there are any flights leaving Ian Fleming, international flights, flying to America, flying to England, flying to Canada.
Yeah, but no passenger, no, yeah, but private. The oligarchs use it, come in for carrying them thing, and the politician them. I have some of them well dirty, you know. So when them do know, them can get a private jet, like all the coca for deliver, for come to Canada and fly over them use a private jet and use one of them things for go land there. No. You understand, and try to trick the thing.
No, this is the problem. This is the problem right away. The problem right away is that this is supposed to benefit the Jamaican mass, right?
Yes.
And based on where we are here now, it only benefit a few people. Some of them are not even Jamaicans. It just benefit a few people who can afford private jets for come in and go. But when we say commercial, because them call it international, you know. So we are asking what commercial flights you have I leave that place and I go overseas. None, right? Based on what we are here is none. You don't have no JetBlue fly from out there. You don't have no Delta.
Too small and
yeah. So it shouldn't be.
I waste some money because I want a bigger thing. Because I can just show it. I'm taking it on and show it.
Yeah, so you call it then. You call it international.
Yes, let me tell you something. You see, when them take everybody for idiot, if them did want to turn that international, them have to liquid some house, liquid some of the things them where you see there and there kind of things, and it have to have more than one runway. Because I remember if winner blow a certain way, you know, you have to take off a piece of hill there, what me say. So that it never suitable about no international airport. Yeah, and when the road, you have to move it or run something over the road, figure it a long runway and do all kind of thing. It's a coke port.
You see, what them should have done? If them, because the way it's described, that should have run, that airport should have been similar to like Tinson Pen, or maybe a little bit higher grade than Tinson Pen if you're going to do the regional thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what it should have been. It shouldn't be no international airport. International for who? International for who?
You understand? I'm not talking about international foolishness, garbage. You understand? Them mention American airline. American airline could have land here. So when they mention American airline,
but you see, what them could have do is that if them is really serious about it, is okay, all right, we have people who are gonna fly there. So what we do is make it like a Tinson pendant. So you're flying at the two major airports, and then if you want to fly go to the one at Baskerville or I think they have one at Portland or anywhere else, then them there is domestic flights. So it's
A
a
domestic
domestic
flight.
airport. Yeah. So you
Yeah,
connect from
yes.
yeah, so you
Domestic
connect from
flight.
one of the international, you connect from one of the real international airports.
Yeah, you
The
got
one,
domestic airport.
and then it go domestic, right? Yeah.
No, but why them say international because them are carrying the tourists them which are the coke. You understand? Them carry them enough. Them bag them, so them come in, so them say international a trick we. Cause remember international them go away down to Colombia, or we fly from it and then them fly come to North America and fly going all over the place. So they going all over the place. So them are smuggle coke and thing all over the place. And
But
then what them do now, I look for the little youth, them and I try tramp to get a youth. Me tell them, say, yeah, remember where come from, get you come from Waterhouse, but come from Rockford, me them stay there. And I we this attack to them.
right.
Cause the way them look down on us, you know. But I we will up Jamaica, you know.
See that?
Yeah,
See that?
man.
3.7 billion US dollars. We hold them up. We
And
hold
we
up
will them
Jamaica.
up. Even though we them not survive. You see? Them not
Yeah.
survive.
With
So
all
after
with all the crook with all the crooked with all the crookedness we are going, them still have to depend upon the diaspora. With all that we are going, with all of them the people them were out there and I use taxpayers' money, right? It's still come back to diaspora funds because tourism money now reach there. You know. Tourism money, a lot of it out of the country, not in a Jamaica. You know, don't hear them tell you. You know, they them Spaniards and all of them people who have them own them hotels there. The money out.
It out. So you can come in the little taxpayers thing and them get waivers too. A
Yeah.
matter of fact, them spend anything because what them do them that's import. Them they have not buy your things. So them buy them import what them want, them carrying them chef. You know our people if you go clean and toilet. Like you clean dark teeth and them things. So it's like you run a slave economy again. Colony.
Well, not tell you, like me say, me
So you
can't
know
say
you
this.
don't go people them like them is nothing. And we
Me
are saying
can't,
for start. You
me
know?
can't say this enough, you know. Me cannot say this enough that you're a godsend, my brother. I mean that from the bottom of my heart because you are the primary person. I watch a whole bunch of things with people. You know, I do video up on Wagwana, Jamaica, and things like that. But in terms of exposing the government, you know, I'm not talking exposing the government proactively, not like something happened and then them talk about what happened last year. Not talk about you have the information about things that are going and things that are supposed to happen. And where you are do, you are try to educate the people, and especially the people in the ghetto. And I said, listen, we need to stop the certain things and focus on what going around, you know, because this affect on whether I don't believe it or not. And you take off the skills off of them eye so that them can see. And there is an awakening in Jamaica. And I attribute that to you primarily. There's an awakening where people are talking. And I say, boy, yeah, you know, man, and the willingness to talk about this, and we never know this, and we never know that. So you educate and you re-educate the people so that the things that them used to think and how them used to think, you change that. You know, it's like it's slow sometimes, but you see, you're persistent. You're persistent and you come with information. And another thing I like is that they send on a scandal sheet where you talk about who sleep with who and who did good. No, we know, you know, not that, you know, because that not benefit the people. If the minister of health asleep with 10 women, I mean that a thing person like what we are talking about is where we do for help the people in the country. Right? That's what we are talking about. Very more depending person, a film business that, right? So we just want to big you up here. So whatever force that big up they have, it might not have a lot, it might have a little, it might have a lot. But we just want people to know say that we really respect and really admire the things them where you are doing because you are keep the pressure upon them, and as a result of that, them turn fool. The days when them could have do things and nobody now pay attention and then get away with it, and people are suffering, people know how them are suffer, why them are suffer, them just know them are suffer. Them days they done because of people like you.
Yeah, man.
So
I remember I'm going for all them factual, you know. Every time them come, I come with the papers and everything. Come with the side of them. And them know, you know, because right now, know them a juke them one another and them a take
that's how we talk, right?
Come here, get them kind of nervous.
Yeah, you turn them fool. That's what I'm saying. You turn them in a fool, you know, because them wonder where I get this information from, and it must be one away because
one of them.
it must be one away, or maybe two away, or three away.
So,
but we attack, animal report. So and you know they are physically, so that means there's somebody in this room. Yeah, tell him, and they might try to figure out who is who and who are the what.
They want to
So
figure out themselves.
continue the work here, my brother.
Me tell them better so we can style him in all kind of ways. But what I do, I want law right across the board. I remember
Right.
enough case me wrap up, enough people that know not true, me not talk about it. And I me send them for beaches too.
Yeah.
Cause when them kill him first wife, me have to explain how them kill him wife and everything. Them charge him feet.
See,
The
you have
youth
to
we
work
just
for
talk
them.
about the one when name Ill Constable Ill. Me see them charge him, me gotta talk about that too. Me see them fling up the charge, the rape charge. The one who just raped the girl from down in a Black River. But let me tell
Right.
you something, DPP. Me notice in a charge there are 3. And me just say one thing to you. If you are police and you see a man a drive a woman for a rape her, you gotta go right same place you gotta charge him. So if him have him colleagues and him take the woman for a rape them a police, them for disarm him and charge him. Them should not allow that. Them have to get charged too. Same like George Floyd, when name George Floyd, when them sit down, when the man sit on their neck. But then there is a police, them are going to prison too. Of course. Them,
Because
them,
one of the thing is
yes,
that as a law enforcement officer, anywhere in the world, you have a right to protect innocent people. You have, and especially when your colleagues are doing it, right?
that
So
is
you
it.
yes, so you cannot stand up and say, well, boy, I'm in no business, me no care, me no have nothing to do with it. No, you have a duty. That's why you're being paid. That's why you're being paid to protect the public. So them have to get charged though.
Because I see them run got charged. I do it back in. I see them run got charged. Him. Can I remember them never released them name, you know.
Right.
I mean telling them name, the one they'll say him rape her. See them release it there, say, yeah. Him. But could run up the charge for them, there are 3 you not charged. Why? Why them not get charged? Them they right, they say when them say, oh, me never rob, me never do this, and you sit down as a police officer and make a guy there, so where a raper and criminal, robber and do things, and you say to my colleagues, me not do nothing. If that was a man front of you, that's why you know out they serve, protect and reassure. And you see him do this to a motorist. Wouldn't maybe shut all the man? He wouldn't even get for raper. So it can be your colleagues that want to stand up, stand guard and make him rape her behind place and them things and them not get charged. The whole of them forget charged. I want them to know. The whole 4 of them guilty of that. The whole 4 of them. So no matter if you say now let them go careful go and pay things, you know, for all the DPP, because most of the time they don't know what they are doing, you know. You can enter the president and say, oh, and him did rape her still. So, but, and him robber, so I did the rest. So, you the one that make him do this? I want to use our card, buy things and all kind of thing, we don't want to share it up. So, if them come and push him out, all of them need to get charged, them a police. You understand? So, if that was a man just see her and grab her right away when I dump on him, he wouldn't even get for rape her. But when the police rape, when you get charged for assisting in the rape.
Let me tell you something, right? Like in the FBI, you have a duty to report wrongdoings committed by your colleagues. At the very least, if you don't do it, you will be punished like them.
All right.
You will be punished like them because you have an affirmative duty to report wrongdoing. And if you cannot say, well, boy, I mean, I look the other way now, boy, I'm never involved or nothing. No. Them say, hold on, you didn't know this are gone? Yes. Okay, all right, fine. You're just as guilty as him, then who do it. Simple.
And you get some ass penalty too.
Oh, yeah.
So you know what them have did a tree for. Did a
Yeah.
tree for get charged.
What you do, you take the one them who claim, you take the one them who witness the thing and allow it to happen, and you make an objectless note of them so that the next time something like this happens, you don't give them a slap on the wrist. You give them some serious punishment, like you give the one who actually committed. And then that way the people know, say, you know what, next time something like this happens, I better report it, I better stop, I better intervene, because if not, me I go face the same penalty with the perpetrator I go face. You don't want that.
Yeah, man.
I go flash left you doing, my brother. Cause I have some little personal thing I have to take care of. But always a pleasure, my brother. Always a pleasure. I'm at your service. You know that.
You know, every time, my brother. Every time. Me there, yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. We talk later. Cool.
What you mean? Oh, where we have fight with the cars. Yeah, and you know, the man of the wilderness. Yeah, man, renegade, we're not afraid. And the rebel. When you know it going on, we could keep it between them. We could change Jamaica now. Change the thinking and everything now. Yeah, man, that way I do, man. Ain't enough time out me take for do them thing, you know. Because we don't watch face. And we keep it read, we don't do tabloid. Hold them accountable. By the way, from the 1st to I think the 6th, the government, Andrew, you say and money we not look and think, we're not going over 30 million with the e-ticket. Over 34 million. I'm show the people them. Over 34 million. Already? And this is how we not do people, man. Hey, later, me soon forward here. All right, me up. Blessed.